Blackstone Audio presents The Dream of Enlightenment, The Rise of Modern Philosophy by Anthony Gottlieb. This book is read by Derek Perkins. Introduction. The Kingdom of Darkness. Western philosophy is now 2.5 millennia old, but a great deal of it came in just 2 staccato bursts lasting some 150 years each. The first was in the Athens of Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle, from the middle of the 5th century to the late 4th century BC. The second was in northern Europe, in the wake of Europe's wars of religion and the rise of Galilean science. It stretches from the 1630s to the eve of the French Revolution in the late 18th century. In those relatively few years, Descartes, Hobbes, Spinoza, Locke, Leibniz, Hume, Rousseau, and Voltaire, most, that is, of the best-known modern philosophers, made their mark. All these men were amateurs. None had much to do with any university. They explored the implications of the new science and of religious upheaval, which led them to reject many traditional teachings and attitudes. What does the advance of science entail for our understanding of ourselves and for our ideas of God? How is a government to deal with religious diversity? What, actually, is a government for? Such questions remain our questions, which is why Descartes, Hobbes, and the others are still invoked and argued with today. It is because they still have something to say to us that we can easily get these philosophers wrong. It is tempting to think that they speak our language and live in our world, but to understand them properly, we must step back into their shoes. That is what this book tries to do. The seeds of the 18th century Enlightenment were sown in the 17th century, when some people came to think that history was the wrong way round. It was not Plato and Aristotle who were the ancients to be revered. The admirable ancients are us. Francis Bacon, 1561 to 1626, was apparently the first to crystallize this thought. But among the many who echoed Bacon, Blaise Pascal, 1623 to 1662, perhaps put it best in his writings about vacuum, which was not abhorred by nature at all, according to recent experiments, despite what the ancients had said. Those whom we call ancient were really new in all things, and properly constituted the infancy of mankind, and as we have joined to their knowledge the experience of the centuries which have followed them, it is in ourselves that we should find this antiquity that we revere.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?